Hi everyone, this is Aaron for Zollotech. We're going to take a look at Windows Phone 7 Mango. Now this video is going to be more of an overview video, and we'll do other videos that kind of split up the different changes that have gone on in Mango. Now technically there's about 500 different changes, so that really makes it a little bit difficult to go over since there isn't a definitive list that describes them all. I've been using it for about a week. It is a beta and it's extremely stable as far as betas go. I actually have iOS 5 Beta 2 and Beta 3 on my phone. I used Beta 1. Beta 1 was very unstable and wouldn't be recommended to use for anyone that uses their phone regularly. But Beta 2 and 3 are better, but this is very good right off the start of the beta launch. So let's go ahead and turn the phone on. And like I said, I don't want to use this as a video to cover every little aspect. I'm going to break that up quite a bit into different videos. But I've been using it for a week, and I find it very difficult to go back to the iPhone because of how convenient a lot of things are. If I had one complaint, it would be the hardware, in that it just doesn't feel as nice as an iPhone 4. Let's go ahead and take a look. So we'll go ahead and unlock here, and we'll cover a couple different things. Messaging, people. They've done so many different things that it's really hard to cover, like I said. So one quick little tweak here is if I hit the volume button, you can see they've changed this. The icons are bigger now. Oops, there we go. The icons are bigger as far as the volume and everything. Just easier to see. A nice little change, but little tweaks that they've added. I thought that was kind of nice. Here's a comparison. I have a phone running Nodo. If I hit the volume button, you can see it's little. It's got a bar. It says 15. If I hit this, you can see it's nice and big. So it is a little bit of a difference. Not a huge thing, but a nice touch. Let's go ahead and take a look at messaging. Now messaging is changed a little bit, in that we'll go in and look at a conversation with my brother here. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense, so if you want to read it, whatever, it doesn't make any sense to you. But basically you can type your message. This is my brother, and you can see they've got altering colors. That's a tweak, nothing huge, but it's definitely different. This is just red, and it doesn't really alter colors like that. And as you can see, the options have changed on the bottom. Here we have the option to send, or to attach something, or delete the conversation. In Mango, you can see these options. We have send the message, we have attach something, we can talk to it, or we can add it to different groups and things. I'm not going to go into that. Or we can delete the thread. This is to switch to different things, meaning we could switch to Facebook, which is integrated right in the messaging, or we could switch to text messaging, which is nice. It's all incorporated in the same place, so this can show you online in Facebook, and people won't know the difference, and they'll just send you a message, and you'll see it as a message, all in one place. Really nice and convenient. Now this is the voice option, which I like a lot. How are you today? It types this just like Android does. How are you today? And the nice thing is this works over Bluetooth in your car or to your headset. You can set it up that way, and it will actually say, it'll read this back. It'll say your message. You say, how are you today? It'll read your message, and then to confirm that it's actually the message you want, and then it'll say, do you want to say your message, or you want to send? If you say send, it sends by itself. When a new message comes in, it will read it to you if you have it set up to do that. Really convenient when you're on the road. You never have to take your eyes off the road. You can just talk to the phone and it understands, and it's pretty amazing. It's very accurate, at least for me in my tests with it. It's nice. So that's one change to messaging. You can add album and media and all sorts of stuff. It's pretty nice. I like it a lot. That's messaging in a nutshell. Let's go ahead and take a look at linked inboxes. Just like the other inboxes on other phones, you have linked inboxes, and the linked inboxes are all of my inboxes in one. It's basically just like iPhone. You can put them all in one spot together, and instead of going to multiple mailboxes like you have to do on the current version, Nodo, you can have one mailbox for everything. You can set it up either way. It's up to you. It's nice and customizable that way. Let's go back home. Another change is with music. Now music is one thing I use a lot. This I'm going to cover more in depth. This is an album by Red, and this is a song Faceless. Now in order to show you this, I have to turn the volume down all the way, and the reason for that is copyright, so obviously I can't do that. But they've added some nice things for audio controls. Podcasts are now downloadable, and that's something I use a lot, so that makes it really nice and convenient. There we go. And as you can see, very similar here, not too different. And this one hasn't been connected to the Zune Marketplace. But as you can see, we've got a play button. We can search the Marketplace, and search works a little bit differently now. And like I said, I'm not going to go into every little thing, but in here, what they've added for music is I can just pick somebody. We'll pick Red again, and we have Smart DJ. Now the nice thing between Smart DJ and say Genius that's on an iPhone is when you hit Smart DJ, it's not just pulling songs you have on your phone, but it's also pulling from the Zune Marketplace if you have a Zune Pass. So if I go in here, these are all the songs it's playing. Some of these are on here. Evans Blue I don't have on the phone, so this is actually going to download it and stream it and just switch to the song. It'll go to the next song. Not all of these are on here, like I said, so it's pretty neat that it will just jump to the Marketplace, grab what it thinks is related, and throw it all into one playlist. And as you might have seen there, you have the option to save the playlist. It's really very nice, and makes it as good as the Zune Marketplace, which I find to be better than iTunes. And I'm someone, if you've been watching my videos, I'm an Apple fan pretty much. But I like the Zune Marketplace better for music. I listen to a lot of podcasts, and those are all downloadable now or streamable from the Marketplace. You can see some church stuff, some car talk, tech news today, a lot of different things, really nice. And you can just listen to them now instead of having to sync it every time. It's really nice. Let's go over, we'll go into Xbox Live quick. It looks a little bit different. I don't know that I have my gamer tag set up on this one, but the hub itself is a little bit different. So these screens are, this is a little more washed out. This is an AMOLED screen. So this says try now. Let me see if I've got the same thing here. I guess not. It's definitely a lot different the way they've set it up. These are spotlights. Say hello to these people, now available. You've got all these things built into the Marketplace now. This is me. Anybody, I can't accept every friend request because I get too many and then I just won't know who it is. But if you want to send me a message or something, it's BIGZ, just Big Z. I've been on Xbox for a long time. And you can see your friends online. You can message your friends right from here real quick. And everything's right there. It's pretty nice. You can see there, Big Z right there. So it's pretty nice, works well, and definitely a nice change. Another one of the huge things they've done is change Internet Explorer. Internet Explorer is a lot different now and a lot faster. In fact, it uses hardware acceleration now. So if we go to Zollotech on both, oops, Zollotech.com. I guess that didn't work. Go to Zollotech. And we'll go on to Zollotech here. It's just a lot faster. See, this will search for it. It recognized it. It does instant search. That's still loading. You've got local too. If you can find that nearby, it will find it. But it's just loading really fast. And they've put the address bar down here. Tabs, recents. It's just so nice. And it does such a nice job of web pages now. I really have no problem to use these between Safari or whatever. It's just really, really nice. So let's go back home. And like I said, I could mention a ton of different things. Let me mention the People Hub has a lot of different new updates to it. Now the People Hub, this is Facebook obviously. They've added Twitter to it. It's not turned on yet in the beta, but it is there. You've got some options, refresh settings, which you don't have here. You can group people into groups of friends. You can do a lot of different things right from here that you couldn't before. You can tag photos, all sorts of things. It's really nice. Lastly, let me go ahead and show you the pictures. Let me go into our picture here. I'll activate the camera. Whoops, turned it off. And you can do that from the lock screen on these phones anyway. So yeah, we'll let it use our data. So here's the camera. And the camera is, you can go back and look at your pictures, of course. You can do the same here. And you have what looks to be the same options, but they've changed it a little bit. If I go to Edit, or go to the Settings, we have save settings. We can save however we want the camera set up. You couldn't do that before. And you've got all these effects and that sort of thing that you can do, anti-shaking and photo resolution. You can just save that and not have to change it every time. There's so many little tweaks to things like search and marketplace, and maps now has turn by turn. This is really impressive, this visual search stuff. You can talk to it like you can on Android. You can search what's nearby, so let me hit this button. And this is going to find what you can eat and drink nearby. Now there's some of these demos online from Microsoft, Mark's Pizzeria, all these different things are local, and we can see and do all these things, shop here, it's all built in. Now let's say I want to shop at, let's find something, I guess Target. Here's Target, gives the address, gives the directions, gives the phone number, like that. I mean, the nice thing is I looked up, I had to get some tires on my car the other day. I looked up the tire place, search, it found it, I hit a button and there was the number. I didn't go to the web browser or anything like that, it was just here. And so if I hit this, it will call, which will end that. If I go up to here and I say directions, we'll go into the directions, it'll find my location. It will find my location, end at Target, give me turn-by-turn voice directions. Just like that. Everything just seems to be really well thought out, which for me lately Microsoft seems to be nailing, and they need to, because this phone is lagging behind the others as far as adoption. So again, we can go in, here's multitasking. I find I don't use it because things switch so quickly on this phone, but it works pretty well. And I'll probably use multitasking once more apps use multitasking, but right now they don't. But again, there's so many different things. Thanks for subscribing to me. That's always nice. But there's so many different things you can do. Add email accounts, link inboxes, settings. They've just made this phone really convenient. The only thing that stays the same is pretty much this page, and everything else, there's just so many little tweaks that I discover here and there. And like I said, I really like Mango. It's incredibly good. And other than the hardware, which it's nice but doesn't feel as solid as an iPhone 4. That is partially my fault because there's HTC devices out there like this, but there is so many different nice things in this. I really can't say enough good things about it. But if you have any questions or if you've used it and you have any thoughts on it, please comment below. Love to hear from you. Like I said, it's really nice, has some crazy amazing features that I'll show in some other videos. This is Aaron. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.